What's going on, Chris? I'm out here on the rocks getting set up. Appreciate it. They actually lowered the water enough I could get out here and try to catch some of these blues and flatheads. You can see it pretty well right there. It creates a little hole right here where all the fish get trapped when the water's low. This is where everybody catches their flatheads. I went yesterday and caught a bunch of small brim for bait and put them on ice so I'd have them for today. This is some fun but some dangerous fishing right here. Yeah, I was supposed to get up real early this morning, but it was too cold. I didn't want to get out of bed. So we're going to start with just a small brim. I couldn't catch any big brim yesterday, but these will work. Don't really have anywhere to put them in the rock. Better cast on it real quick. It's not going to work right here today. Turn it back over. Might have to do first cast. Might have to throw it way far down. What's up, Catfish Terry? I'm out here fishing off the rocks today in my local river. I got to get it figured out. They got kind of a backflow going, so I'm going to try to send it a little further downstream. Y'all hold up one second while I get it thrown out. Well, I was going to fish with 2 rods this morning, but that last storm washed all the rocks we used to hold our bait or our poles down with. I might just have to hold it this morning. I'm using a 5-ounce bank sinker. Huh. Might be out of luck for something to hold the rods this morning. Oh well. Oh, there's no way you're not going to get snagged in this river. All of this is just a giant rock pile. This whole area is just a giant rock pile. You can use no weight if you want to. You're going to get hung up. That's why I developed this leader that I use that y'all see me use sometimes, because growing up we lost so much stuff. At least this way, about 2/3 of the time I get my hook and stuff back. I might lose the weight, but I'll at least get my rig back. That's why there's so many flatheads right here, because of all these rocks that we got. There's at least some action going on out there. I see fish jumping this morning. I guess if the current ends up being too much, I could always cast it to the side over here. A float? Yeah, I use a float out here, but you can't do it very often because this is a super popular spot. There's usually so many people. I could have done it this morning, but I didn't really feel like having to baby a float the whole time. There we go. Got it jammed down into a rock now. Might turn the camera so y'all can see the rod. There we go. What's up, Cleveland? How you doing this morning? I'm gonna get my other one set up real quick. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I've tried that down here, Chris. I might need to. I'm going to get this other rod set up real quick. Y'all just keep an eye on this one for me. All righty. Yeah, I wish I had big honking baits to throw out there today. But all I've got is these little bitty baits. I couldn't find no big bluegill. Man, that was too rough. I may have to just hold it. That's okay. That last storm we had down here washed all the rocks away that we used to use to hold the rods. What's up, outdoors? Kimberly, I'm actually down here at the Chattahoochee River. This is one of my favorite little local spots. The river comes through here. They've got the water low. So all the catfish pile up. There's like a deep hole right here. It's basically just a rock quarry. It's not super deep, but it's the only area for miles like this. It's where all our flatheads are caught every year. What's up, Hooks and Hammocks? How you doing, bud? Hopefully that thumbnail looked good for the video. I'm trying to figure out this StreamYard stuff. Thanks, Terry. Yeah, if y'all don't mind, give me some thumbs up if you like it. I just got hit. Something just hit this. I kind of felt like a flathead bite. It was just a tap. Yeah, I got a bunch of bait this morning, but it's all small brim. I couldn't catch no good ones yesterday. Although I wish I'd been recording, y'all would have seen me bust my butt. I was fishing off of Lake Oliver boat ramp trying to catch brim, and a decent sized one that I wanted for bait got off the hook. I tried reaching down and grabbing him, and he hopped away. He was just in the edge of the water. It was too shallow for him to swim, but he was starting to move. I jumped for him when I did. Both my feet shot out from underneath me. I wiped out. I busted my elbow. My back is all black and blue. I got him, though. I caught him. He's in the cooler. Yeah, I know, right? It's not a normal boat ramp either. It's that like rolling concrete stuff. It ate me up. But the important thing is I got the brim. I don't care if I break my legs or arms. I'm going to go out fishing anyway. So as long as I got the bait. How's everybody doing this morning? Y'all good? It's been storming nonstop here. Surprised I'm able to get out and fish. We'll see if I can't jam this rod down here over in this rock. Just going to have to do some dancing around if I get a bite on them. Normally we got like a pile of rocks that's right here that everybody would shove their rods down into. But that last big storm that flooded over here, I guess it washed it all away. It's all smooth stone again. What's going on November 6th? Anything cool? Yeah, I love it out here. The good thing about the weather is I'm the only one out here today. Usually there's 50 people up here fishing because all of our catfish, when the water is high, come up here, and this is as far as they can go upstream, you know. And they pull up in this big hole right here, and everybody just wears them out. Oh, catfish tournament, huh? Here in a minute, I might recast that small one. I might put it over here in the slack area. So there's two holes. There's a hole right here, and then a hole right here. The one here is deeper, but it's harder to keep a bait in there because the current swishes so bad. I might try to get one locked down in there here in a second. It's weird though, even though that's the deeper spot, most of the catfish are caught over here in the channel. Fishing from the bank to your bank account. Here in a second, y'all, I might try to catch a live brim to put down there. There's another little hole. There's another little hole that's right here, over here to my right. It kind of goes up into the rocks. That's where all the brim like to hide. I'm about to go over there real fast and see if I can't catch a live one. If I get a live one, I'm gonna put it on the little one and throw it over here in the hole. All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go try that little spot for these brim. If I don't get one in just a couple of seconds, I'll come back so I'm not just out of the camera the whole time. Well, it don't look like the brimmer here today. The only other thing I could do is I could try to catch some skipjack right here. Hopefully they're in. If they're in, I'll swap these over to skipjack. Look at that. The sun come out for a second. What's up, Big Mike? Now, I got to figure out this do not disturb on my phone. It's still letting people call and text. Big Mike, what's up, dog? Oh, local 336. Fishing a different spot on the same river. Fishing this little hole that everybody knows about. Hoping maybe I can pull a little flathead out of it. Good chance on a stripe, too. He just woke up. Nice. I was going to get out here earlier today, but it's cold here. I didn't want to get out of bed. Let's see if I can't catch a skipjack real quick. We may be out of luck on the bait fish today. I'm glad I went and caught them brim yesterday. Sorry, y'all. That sun's probably killing y'all from the top of my head. What up, Zoe? What are you doing? If I have to, I can move you off that sun's too much in the camera. No, this is actually close to where I live streamed the other day. You can actually see the river walk over here. I was down there by that bridge. Up this way is that hole I told you about where all the catfish congregate when the water rises. When the water falls, they kind of get trapped in here. Everybody comes down here, hammers the blues and the flatheads. Well, because it's cold and raining this morning, I've got it to myself right now. I went ahead and moved this other one and threw it. There's a deeper hole on this side, but it's hard to keep a bait in it. This one, there's a hole, but it's probably 5 foot shallower. So I've got one over here, and then I got the other one in the deep hole. I got it locked in. But normally, this is where everybody around here gets them flatheads. I wanted to use live brim, but they're not in the areas they're normally at. Skipjack aren't in the area right now, so I caught a bunch of brim yesterday for bait at the boat ramp, which I wish I'd have been live streaming, y'all. Oh, Mike, you'd have loved it, dude. Brim jumped off the hook, and I went to try to get him for bait. Slipped on the boat ramp and busted my butt, dude. I messed my elbow and back all up. My back, I'm black and blue, dog. But I got the brim. I got him. As he was starting to swim off, I scooped him. Surprised the sun come out. if I don't get a bite in a minute on the big pole, I'll put one of those smaller brim out whole. I mean, you don't want to see it happen, but at the same time, it would have been funny, dude. I swear it was the same thing. A guy was fishing next to me. I hit. I was just laying there in the mud looking up like, well, this is my life. I accept it now. I'm going to reel that big pole up. I'm going to go ahead and put this guy out there. Couple hours. I can't fish too long because we're supposed to go with some buddies tonight, and we're gonna go do an escape room. So I can't be out here all day. I done told my wife I'd fish for a couple hours. Go ahead and put this guy out there. See if we can't get one of them big flatheads to grab it. Wind is rough. Might lose y'all in a second. Weight's not holding. I do believe I just got hit on holding this. gonna hold it for a second, y'all. Just gonna leave it. I had a thump while I was holding it. Looks like I'm getting a bite on the smaller pole too. But I wonder if that's a turtle. I seen a turtle over there earlier. Oh, I see the skipjack jump. See if I can't catch the skipjack real fast. They're being super finicky. I actually got the bait to hold over here in the channel. We've had a few little hits. as it warms up a little bit, maybe the action will pick up. And what I'll do here in a little bit, if I'm not getting any bites over here, I'll leave the big pole where it's at because I like it being in that current right there. But I'll take that small pole. I'll move the camera so y'all can see this other hole behind me where the current comes through, and I'll fish a brim straight up and down by the rocks right there. We usually pull a little flathead out of there every time. My dad also hooked into something that smoked him and broke him off last time too. So there are a lot of stripes in this little hole. Yeah. Got to be creative over here. I can't just pack up and go to another spot. There's not very many bank fishing spots here. Now I was looking on Google Earth. There's some spots about an hour and a half away that I'm going to try to go to. Probably going to be a couple weeks before I can do it. I'm going to go fish underneath the Eufaula Dam, and I want to go try this other spot, the Lake Andrews Dam. Now, supposedly the average catfish there is 40 pounds. I don't know if I believe that, but I'm going to go find out. We'll go find out soon. Oh, that's bad. I seen a guard come up. That might be what's messing with my bait. I didn't bring any rope lures either. Looked like we had something pecking at the big rod. Oh man. At least it finally turned into a good day. For a minute there, I didn't think I was going to be able to come out here fishing. Has the fishing been slow for all of y'all? I know it's been slow here. Well, I was fishing on credit anyway. For y'all that are still here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the camera over to face this section, and I'm going to sit here and fish straight down off these rocks. If we hook anything on the big rod, I'll move y'all back. I'll make sure y'all can see all the action. Let's see. Camera's being crazy. Doesn't help. On the way down here, I had my camera mounted to my back so I could walk, and the tripod grabbed onto a door handle to the bathroom that they have here, and it broke the tripod. Hold on, I can get y'all leveled out here in a second. Which is funny because I broke my live cam light the other day too. All right, let's see what y'all can see. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna get baited back up and fish straight down in this hole. This is a good spot where we catch a lot of stripes too. I wouldn't mind one of them. One more second, y'all. I'll be right back to the camera. Alrighty. Yeah, I want a smaller bluegill for this spot. Let's see what we can get into real quick. Alrighty. Hoping there's a little flathead here like there usually is. What, the bluegill? Yeah. I had a couple of guys mad at me saying I was going to use them for bait. Trying to keep this bluegill in the channel. As it drifts back, they usually grab it. even though I got good bait for this area, they may not be hitting today. They've been really weird. I think I got a gar messing with the big pole over there. Just going to keep throwing a bait in there, moving it around until we get something. Hopefully, want to come by and pick it up. It has to be gar hitting the big pole. We're getting little hits in the channel, but I'm afraid it's channel cats. I was hoping maybe I could pull one of these flatheads out, but man, they seem to be locked all day. That has to be gone. That's a big hole. Oh, that's the weight. Woo, that was a backlash. Fun times up here on the rocks. I have to straighten this backlash up real quick. Is there anybody else live this morning that y'all know of? Come on. Gee, this thing backlash is bad. You haven't seen anybody live? Hopefully I can get a fish for you. I'm trying all my usual tricks up here. Avid is live. Let me rehook this brim. My camera must be messing up. It says there's nobody in the stream. There we go. That's a much better spot. Just wish I had a place where I could jam it down to the rocks. 2 stands. Okay. At least some people are able to get out this morning and fish. Well, I guess it's afternoon now. I feel something picking at it. But if it was any size to it, he'd be able to eat it. It's just a little brim. There's fish in that channel, but I'm guessing they're just small. Maybe in a little bit I'll go down to a small bait and see if we can't pull one out. I want to get y'all out here during February and March at like 2 in the morning when all the flatheads are running through here. We have a big flathead run, like people have a stripe run. I'd like to set up live and let y'all watch that. If you put any size bluegill down, any size, it gets hit within just a couple of seconds. It's incredible. But it's only through like February, March. It starts slowing down April, and then it ends usually in like May. This year, ours kind of went on a little longer. I think it went on until about June. It just wasn't as strong. I bet when I pull that big pole up, that brim is going to be all chewed up with the gar. I should have brought a rope lure. They're trying hard for that brim. I got a big brim on that one. Man, I've seen a bunch of gar. It's too cold for gar, but they're all over the place today. If y'all still there, I'm going to set this one down. I'm going to recast that big pole. What's up, Catfish, Cameron? Not yet. Not yet. I've had a couple of bites. I got small bluegill. Well, I got a small bluegill in this one pole. I've got it just jammed in the rocks for a minute to give my arms a break. Usually you kind of hold your pole and kind of like almost bump, like you're bumping this area for catfish. But I had a couple little bites, nothing major. And the big rod, it's got bites, but it looks like from gar, so I just recasted it downstream a ways. Whew, it's cold out here this morning. I guess afternoon now. It's after 12. Go ahead and pick this pole back up, and I'll continue bumping it through here. That's the part that's surprising to me. Usually this area, as you bump a bluegill through here, you get nailed by a flathead. I'm having some seriously bad luck this morning. All right, let's try this again. All right, we're trying a different spot. Right now, just the old bank sinker. It gets hung up less down here just because it kind of rolls around. Now, my big pole, I've got one of those. I call them sword sinkers. They're shaped like a sword blade. Now, I got it out there because it will get hung up and it'll hold its spot. There's a big back current that comes through here. Hey, Mike, what's up with this camera, man? It's saying I got 0 people in here, but y'all commenting. Is that just something that it does? Oh, yeah. Was you watching earlier when that stupid herring ran into my line? Can't stand them jokers. Something just whacked the big pole. I'm afraid it's gar, man. Usually the gar are gone this time of year, but I'm seeing them pop up. It means the water's too warm. Bob's. Bob's. Nice. We always called them pterodactyls when we were up there because at night fishing up there at your dam, you could hear them. I'm like, oh God, we got a pterodactyl coming in. Bobs. Man, they don't seem to be back here in this back hole. Yeah, they are big birds. I get so annoyed with them. Man, they just don't seem to be back here in this channel. I guess I'm going to throw it downstream a little bit. I know they're in here. Bats? That's nifty. They used to chase our lures fishing on my grandmother's lake. We'd throw topwater for bass, or like Mike says, ditch pickles, and we would catch them. They'd run into your top water plug as you were casting it. Sometimes they'd get hooked, but we never caught one. They always come off before we'd get them in. Man, I'm having the worst luck with this reel today. They're almost as bad as the pelicans. When we're down in Panama City, if you have any kind of bait, of course it got hung up when I was backlash. Just gonna let it sit there for right now. I pulled the bait off. Terry! What's up, Catfish Terry? I know you're tired, bud, but I need you to go back out fishing for a live stream Monday morning when I get up so I can watch it while I'm having coffee. Hold on, I'm grabbing another bait real quick, y'all. I don't know what to do this morning. They're just not cooperating. I know they're here. We catch them here all year long. I just want to use a cut gill this time. Nah, no luck yet, Terry. I've had some bites, but I think it was gar messing. I got a big brim out on the big pole. And this little pole, this spot right here, you can see the way you fish is you kind of throw your bait, you bump it through, the flatheads pick it up, and ain't none grabbed it. I'm gonna try a piece of cut bait now. See, maybe the cut bait makes a difference. You'll be there probably. I hope so, man. I enjoy watching you fish while I'm drinking some coffee. Not that you got to do it because of me, but it's just nice. It's kind of like my thinking time. Man, I was gonna ask y'all to share the channel out, but I'm starting to wonder if I'm gonna get any bites. I don't know if I want y'all to share it. People see me not catching nothing. I want to come up here when the flatheads are running. They run like stripes here. When the flatheads do that, I want to bring y'all up here like 2 in the morning up on these rocks. Y'all can watch me catching them like one after another. You put any size bluegill down there, he lasts like less than 5 minutes. You have a flathead. Uh-oh, come on. Something just hit the big pole pretty good. I seen you shared the video. I appreciate it, Terry. Although if anybody shows up, they're going to be bored probably. Yeah, I keep getting good bites, man, but they just keep letting it go. Like, we're not even getting hit by stripes right now. Yeah, I saw that, Terry. I appreciate it, buddy. I mean, where's the big blue cats? I usually catch at least a 20-pounder here. Yo, Daniel, you made it in, bud? No luck yet, man. I've had a bunch of bites and just not taking it. I think it's little guys pecking at it. Did you have a chance to use that setup you won from me? You done got what? A rod, reel, and you got a rod, didn't you? Or a reel? Yeah, it is fishing. You right. You right, it is fishing. But I'm spoiled, Terry. I'm used to catching fish, man. Very few days where I go fishing, I don't catch something. Chunky, what's up, man? Dude, how about you almost getting swamped by that daggum barge, bro? That was unreal. At least you're in a boat, man. My stupid kayak. Well, Haz knows he's got the same kayak. It don't take much to get you swamped in that bad boy. You know, the funny thing is, I used to work on them barges a long time ago, dude, and we'd see all kinds of people. I'd feel bad for guys like you who were anchored out there and we drove past them. But then there'd be guys who would come right up to us and try to throw anchor, and we'd watch them get rolled. Like, dude, don't get near that thing, man. They push so much water. You caught some little ones on that pole? Cool, man. I'm doing another giveaway here in about a week. I was going to do some bass fishing equipment for some of my people that watch me that bass fish. I might have to split it. I'm going to do a rod and a reel catfish and a rod and reel bass fishing. I'll let y'all know when I do it. Pretty sure I saw you could do a giveaway on the StreamYard. Like, it does that thing where it counts down the people. I might do it on here. I finally make it to 1,000. I'm gonna do that good equipment giveaway. I'm gonna break the bank on that one. I get to 1,000 and get a little bit of money. Maybe YouTube will pay for the shipping. Y'all know that's a joke. To ship them rods the other day, like that one I sent you, Daniel, was like 100 and I think all of them together it come up to like $140 in shipping, which is fine. Y'all worth it to me. I just want to start seeing y'all catch some fish, man. Take some pictures of the stuff you're catching and send it to me. I want to see what you're catching on them rods you won. Oh no, I don't have to do one, but I like doing one. I've been promising for a long time now that my saltwater guys, if I get to 1,000, I was going to do good saltwater equipment. I just like seeing people get good equipment, you know. That's my way of giving back to everybody that's part of my channel. Plus, I like giving away equipment. I know if you hook the fish of your lifetime, you won't lose them. Well, I'd be so mad if I found out I sent something and they lost their fish because it was a cheap rod. Ooh. Of course, I know fishing cheap's a relative term. I got some good equipment that didn't cost $70 for the whole outfit. I just realized you said you're driving, Chunky. Dang, boy. I'm hoping in a couple weeks I'm going to go back up there to Tennessee again. Try to hit some more big cats from the bank. Man, that water temperature just needs to drop some, though. Nice. Man, that speech to text gets me in trouble sometimes. All right, I'm going to throw this one downstream a little bit. They're not in the usual spots up here. Dang it. Go away, bird. Y'all see that stupid herring trying to run into my line again. I had to save one of them birds not too long ago. It flew into somebody's line, and that braid wrapped around his head. It was choking him to death. I had to get out there and get him, untangle it for the guy, because he wasn't going to touch it. I got something hitting that big bluegill again. Come on. I'm just afraid it's the stupid car, man. This water's too warm. It should be a lot cooler by now. Man, it was cold yesterday, and every one of them bluegill I caught for bait for today felt like they were in bath water. Just warm. They should be raising the river level starting this weekend. They had the river lowered real good because every year they drop it so the lakes will be low. People can work on their docks. It's the drawdown. But it should be over. They need to come on and hurry up. It's got this current messed up. It's this spot where I'm at right now. The water should be right up to the rocks near my feet for me to fish. Get out of here, bug. People don't want to see you on the camera. Dang, bug. I'm about to sling this one back downstream a good ways and put it over here in those rocks. I'm going to move y'all in a second. Just not up in the channel right now. Y'all give me 1 second. Let me get this set up real quick. All right, y'all ready for the rodeo? I got to move you real quick. Woo! These rocks don't play up here. All right. Get y'all. I don't think I'm going to be able to level you out too good. Yeah, hold on. There we go. Got y'all moved now. right. That's as good as that's going to get. So I got the big one over here in the current, just on the outside of that big deep hole. And then I got the small one throwed right here in the middle of that, the really deep hole. And I see the striper fishermen are starting to show up. I'm about to have company up here. Well, they about to be on camera with me. Oh. Oh no. I may have to move, y'all. That's them saying they're going to raise the water.
Water rising. Proceed immediately to shore. Water rising. Proceed immediately to shore.
Dang. Good morning, Lisa. I'm going to listen for a minute. Stay. I'm going to watch closely. I'm going to get my bag packed up. I'm going to watch closely. Sometimes they raise the water just a little bit. Shh, don't be scared. This spot's killed people recently. I'm going to watch. If I see a surge of water coming, it gives you about 25 minutes. I'm close to the dam. I'm going to watch. If I start seeing it raise, like I know when it's going to get high, I'm going to go ahead and reel up. Thing is if they just barely raise it, just barely, and I can still fish out here, they'll start biting. So I'm going to get my bag packed up in case I got to make an exit. Alrighty. I got my stuff packed up and together in case they do raise it. Oh yeah, they'll definitely get active. It's just being able to fish right here. All I'll do is if it does start raising, I'll go ahead and reel up real quick. I'm just going to walk across the rocks over here to get on the shore, and I'll just fish. I'll let the bait drift this direction. But what it is they've got this whitewater thing here. I can see some of the guys coming down now, as a matter of fact. It's the world's biggest inner city whitewater thing, and it's supposed to be like one of the toughest whitewater rapid things you could do. It's like a category 3, 4, whatever, because you got to be pretty good to go down it. But the city will raise and lower the water constantly to let them flow and have that current. When I was younger, used to, this current, it stayed steady, and the fishing was better. Now that they've got this whitewater thing, which I get, people love it. See, they're raising some water a little bit. I mean, I'm sure it's fun, but because of it, every day they're just doing the current. Whoop, 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 whoop. So it gets to where you just don't know the pattern of the fish hardly over here anymore. Because of them did it, we missed the skipjack run this year. I'm going to step over here behind y'all real quick and take a look, make sure I'm not getting trapped up here. Hopefully they only raise it a few feet. Y'all know if it's raising up pretty quick, because y'all going to see my happy butt running with y'all. But if they only raise it up a few feet, the fishing will turn on over here. It'd be less of a chance for flatheads. That'd be more of a chance for blues. And flatheads like it over here when it's barely running. Tighten my old belt up in case my fat butt's got to run. Haven't seen a change in the current yet. I don't know if y'all can see it, but that big pole's moving. That probably means the current's starting to pick up a little bit. Y'all bear with me. If I've got to get out of here, I'm going to have to act quick. I'll have to turn y'all off real fast and make a run for it. Oh, yeah, I can see a change in current now. Sorry, I know I'm in and out of the camera a lot, but I'm just trying to make sure I don't get stuck out here. As soon as that water picks up a little bit, man, they should start hitting. I can see the rafts coming down now. This may be as high as it's going to get. It's the only thing that sucks about fishing right here is these kayak floaters that they do for this city's whitewater thing. It's cool and all, man, but they just jack the fishing all up. Anytime they get a group of them ready, the city will just raise the water so it'll give them that whitewater experience. But man, as far as fishing and stuff goes, it kills us. It messes the pattern up every day. But the fishermen don't bring the city as much money as that thing does, so they don't care. They tried telling us that these rocks that we've been fishing our whole life, my whole life as a kid out here, they tried telling us that we can't be out here anymore. There's been a big fight between that whitewater thing and the local fishermen. I've been fishing this part of the river since before they blew up the spillway right here. So used to, it wasn't just these rocks, there was a spillway. And to make room for this whitewater thing, they blew the spillway up. And it looks like it's starting to rain too. And the water is raising, but it's coming up slow. I should be okay for right now. I wonder if that's my truck I hear. Truck alarm just went off in that parking lot I parked in. I was the only vehicle up there. Keep bouncing back and forth to make sure I'm not getting swamped. Yep, I gotta go, guys. They just turned it on more. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna end the live stream, I guess, right here. Once I move over to the side, I'll pick it back up. Y'all give me about 10 minutes.